In this video, I'm going to explain how my local Ford dealer almost cost me thousands of dollars in unnecessary repairs.
This is my fiance's 2017 Explorer, and for the past 6 months, we've continued to pay on a car we're unable to drive.
So I took it to my local Ford dealer before it ran out of warranty 1 month later. They diagnosed it and said both the turbos were bad. They proceed to replace both the turbos. We get the vehicle back about a week later, and it's running great again until it didn't. All right, so we only have the vehicle back like a week at this time, and the same problems. It's smoking, it's losing power. We call up the Ford dealer. We end up taking it back 3 times before they're able to verify that it's smoking again. They said they think the engine's bad. So in order for them to tell, they have to tear it apart. The diag is gonna cost $1,800, and for them to determine whether it's gonna be covered under warranty. So we pondered on it. I wasn't confident that the engine was bad. We ended up getting the vehicle back from the dealership after deciding not to move forward with the repair. But let me add a little context so you can try to understand where I was coming from. We ended up replacing the Explorer with another vehicle a couple weeks after these problems started because my fiance couldn't go without a vehicle. We still have the Explorer, and it still needs to be fixed because we owe money on it. And in order to mitigate our losses when we sell it, you know, some way, somehow, the vehicle has to be fixed. A couple of months later, I started a new job at a Ford dealership. Right away, I speak to some other technicians about the issues I'm having with our Ford Explorer. They too think it's unlikely something's wrong with the engine. So I talked to the service department. Things are too busy in the summer. We just don't have time to get the vehicle in right away. Some time passes. It's November at this point, 5 months since the vehicle broke down, and it's urgent that I get it diagnosed and repaired as quickly as possible. I get the approval to go ahead and pull it in. After speaking with Ford's warranty administrator, I learned about service part warranty that covers replaced parts for 1 year, even after the vehicle is out of its initial warranty. So I get the vehicle pulled in, and the first thing I do is remove the catalytic converters. Right away, I see oil contamination inside the cats from oil leaking out of the turbos. This obviously damages the catalytic converters, so we're going to see about getting those covered as well. I get out of camera and I inspect the turbos, and this is when I found multiple issues. The first thing I noticed was oil leaking from the rear turbo. The second thing I found was the nut came off the turbine and completely destroyed the turbine. There were even parts from the turbo inside the catalytic converter. The rear turbo has completely failed. I move on to the front turbo when I found chipped fins on the front turbo as well. So I get together the estimate, service submits the claim, and about a week later, I hear back. Everything's been approved. $7,200 to replace both turbos, catalytic converters, all the one-time use parts. So I take it out for the first road test. It falls on its face and goes into limp mode. I bring it back. It was just a simple code for a fuel roll pressure sensor. It ended up being a pin fit issue. I just want to shout out Solomon Ford. I appreciate all their help in getting this vehicle back together, getting it covered under warranty. I couldn't have done it without you. I do have a takeaway for my viewers. If I hadn't questioned the repair, I would be out thousands of dollars. It's unlikely that I would have gotten any help towards the engine repair because there was nothing wrong with it. New parts do fail. Technicians can make mistakes. So that's why with any major repairs, I always advise you getting a second opinion. Now that we have the vehicle back, we're going to take it around to get a couple estimates and see if we can finally get out from under this vehicle.